Hi, my name is Mashanta and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I want to take you through all the beauty and skincare empties that I went through in the months of May and June. It hasn't been a very exciting month, to be honest. I just have 8 empties, but I just think it's useful from a documentation standpoint. Please stay tuned if you want to hear honest reviews of products that I've used up during the course of these 2 months. First, I have an oldie but a goodie. This is the Beauty of Joseon sunscreen. It's the Relief Sun Rice and Probiotics SPF 50 plus PA4 plus a sunscreen. It's a brilliant sunscreen. This is, I think, the 3rd or 4th tube that I've used up, and that should be testament in terms of why I like this product so much. Let me try to see if I have any. Oh good, I do have some left. It's quite an elegant formula, not pasty at all like other sunscreens that you may be used to. Very hydrating, quite lightweight, and literally just sinks into the skin. I had traveled to South America earlier this year, and this was the sunscreen that I exclusively used up both for my face and my body. It also gives you a bit of a cooling sensation. In my opinion, the hype around the sunscreen is definitely real. I think by far the best sunscreen that I've ever tried, and I keep experimenting with different sunscreens. The only other sunscreens that come close in the Indian market are the Dr. Shed sunscreen, I believe. The Sunscoop sunscreen is also good but has a very different formula and feel. It's more silicone-y, more transparent, whereas this is more hydrating. So it's literally like it feels like a moisturizer but obviously acts like a sunscreen. Efficacy, the price point, how long this lasts, I think this is such a good sunscreen. This is the Beauty of Joseon sun cream. Next, I have 2 testers, both from Fresh. The first is the Kombucha Facial Treatment Essence. This is more like a toner. I used to splash this onto my face after I've done my cleansing, and it really sinks into the skin. Did I find any major difference in my skin once I started using it? No. But it did give that necessary burst of hydration, which formed like a good base layer for the other products that I would layer on top of this one. So from that perspective, I really like this. It didn't break me out. I didn't find the smell irritating, though it is a bit fragrant. So if you're sensitive to fragrance, then I would suggest that, you patch test and, be careful, maybe try a tester first. But personally, I really like this. I would go for the full size one, but I don't remember the price point of the full size one. If the price point makes sense, I will go for it, but I wouldn't say it's a must try product in your arsenal, right? I mean, if you get the chance to try, I don't think you will regret it, but I don't think you must try it. This is the Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Cream, and it's completely emptied out. It is silky feeling cream. So while it says deep hydration, it's not like the kind of cream that would not sink into your skin. It would sink into your skin, but it would take a bit more time to sink into your skin. While it is described as a deep hydration cream, I don't think the hydration was as deep as they would want you to think. So if you do have dry skin or dehydrated skin, I'm not sure if this standalone would do the job. But as a product, it was nice. It didn't break me out. I think it worked pretty well with other products in the Fresh line, namely the Kombucha Treatment Essence. I would definitely want to try all of the Fresh products together because I do think in unison they would work really well. But standalone, this was okay. It wasn't much to write home about, to be honest, but it was a good product. It lasted me, I would say, 10 to 15 uses, which is good enough sample time for you to form an opinion on a product. Next, on to some fragrance categories. So first up, I have the Kayali Deja Vu White Flower fragrance, and as you can see, this is completely emptied up. I had taken this on a 3-week trip that I had gone earlier this year. I used this every single day, and I did get compliments at least at 2-3 different places. So this is something that definitely I enjoyed, worked for me. It's a very lovely floral smell, but think of it like an antiquated floral smell. So if you imagine the way your grandmom smells, I don't remember the notes off the top of my head. It's called Deja Vu and White Flower. So it definitely has floral notes. I'll put all the notes on screen, but more than a smell, it evokes a sense of feeling. So it reminds me of my grandmom for some strange reason, and my grandmom never wears perfume. I mean, she's very traditional. Her sense of perfume is, jasmine flowers in her hair. But this kind of reminds me of powders from the olden days, right? So think of a floral perfume mixed with like the kind of powders that your grandmoms would use, and silk cloths, you know, so that's the kind of vibe I'm getting. So antiquated, quaint, comforting, cozy, floral scents. Those are the kind of vibes I'm getting. I don't smell any spice, I don't smell any fruity notes. This is such a lovely, lovely fragrance. I'm sorry, I'm not sure if I'm doing a good job describing it, but it has a very powdery afternote to it. So the fragrance doesn't just hit you, it comes in like layers, you know, and once it's like completely potent, it really envelops you in that scent, and it's definitely long lasting. Like I said, I use this all the time on my 3-week trip, and it was a pretty, I wouldn't say a hectic trip, but I was on my feet the whole time from morning to night, and it lasted me the whole time. And like I said, I always get complimented on this as well. This is something I will definitely be repurchasing. I'm just waiting for a good deal. This is the Kayali Deja Vu White Flower one. The other fragrance that I have is Byredo Balde Afrique. It has quite a bit left, but if you can see, as you can see here, but the way the packaging is, it's so inconvenient. I find it very difficult to get this out, so which is why I'm including it in my empties. Now the way this smells, if I remember right, is a very watery smell. So imagine water flowers, that's the kind of smell I would get. So this is how I guess water lilies would smell. So you can see what I mean by it's so difficult to get the scent out. This is a very fresh perfume. Yeah, that's the word I would use to describe it. Fresh, lifting. It's not a cozy, it's the kind of perfume you would put at the start of the day rather than the end of the day. I would wear it for work, I would wear it in the morning, in the daytime, maybe for a day outing, but definitely not for an evening out, a date night out. You know, that's not the kind of perfume I would use. Again, I don't remember the notes off the top of my head, so I'll put it on the screen, but I do smell a lot of florally notes, a bit of a dense floral infused oil note, but I don't smell any muskiness or spice. I also was kind of disappointed with this perfume because it doesn't last very long. It's not the kind of smell that gets you by the throat, right? Like there are some smells that you just cannot get off from your head, but this is a very forgettable smell. I don't know, it seems to be one of the favorites for a lot of influencers that I follow, and I really don't understand the hype just yet. But I don't want to write Byredo off as a brand, so I don't want to try other scents from the brand because so many people talk about it, but this one just did not do it for me. This is the Day Signature Shampoo. This is supposed to be meant for fine hair. As you can see, the packaging is quite cute. It's quite Insta-worthy. And I'd heard a lot of social media hype around this shampoo, and which is why I wanted to try it. I do think it was affordably priced as well. But I was quite disappointed with this product. I don't think it did much for my hair. My hair does look nice today, but that's only because I got a haircut done, and that's why it's looking fresh and well cared for. I wouldn't attribute any of how good my hair looks today to this shampoo at all, so I would not recommend this. It's definitely not worth it. In fact, while it cleaned my hair, I did feel my scalp was getting quite gritty and more dandruff prone with this, probably because it was drying my hair out, and it was heavily fragranced as well. So I just feel this is the kind of brand that survives more on packaging and social media hype rather than performance, at least this single product. And I'm really honestly kicking myself for falling for it and getting into, getting this. A big reason why I wanted to give this a shot was because the price point was so accessible. But at least it's better that I've tried, and so I can discourage you guys not to. I really don't think this is worth it. This is the Day Signature Shampoo. Next, I have my final hair product. This is the Moxie Cocoa Hemp and Almond Hair Oil. Now, full disclosure, Moxie is a brand that started by a close friend of mine. I think quite nascent, but she's super passionate about hair, and so I completely trust her when it comes to hair products, hair health. I know she will do right by the consumer, and I honestly love this hair oil so much. It was so good. This oil, along with the Moxie Gentle Cleansing Shampoo, was a match made in heaven. It was nourishing. My hair would get super shiny and black, like jet black, when I used both in conjunction. I didn't even have to use a conditioner. It would also make my hair supremely soft, And surprisingly, my husband also loved this hair oil, so he's been behind my life to go and get this hair oil when I go to India next. So in fact, on our next trip to India, we're going to be stocking up on the Moxie hair oil. It's also quite a large quantity, and I think it's completely worth it for the price. I'll put, of course, all the price details and the quantity details up above. This has sunflower seed oil, chocolate oil, almond oil, avocado oil, basically a beautiful blend of oils. It smells pretty nice. It's more than the smell and the experience, I think the performance, right? Like, it nourished my scalp. It made my hair so shiny and jet black. Like, I was addicted to how my hair looked whenever I used this along with the shampoo. The way I would usually use this oil is like how most people would use. I would use this pre-shampoo. I would let my hair marinate in the oil for maybe 1 to 2 hours and then wash it off. And I never felt the need for any conditioner. So perfect, worked really well for my kind of hair. This is my natural hair, by the way, so not chemically treated at all, even though I've colored my hair in the past. And it's jet black hair. It's quite fine, and it has a greasy scalp, so my hair does get oily, my scalp does get greasy. I do deal with a bit of dandruff, so it does need frequent washes or rinses to look a certain way. And I really enjoy this hair oil. And Nikki, if you're watching, you did a brilliant job with that product. Finally, on to my last empty. I have an almost empty. This is the Clarins Tonic Bath and Shower Concentrate with essential oils. Now, there are two versions of this, one in the yellow and one in the blue. I've used the yellow once before, so this is like my second or third bottle. This is a pricey-ish bottle, but honestly, I think it's the best shower gel I've tried. It smells very herbally. It smells a lot like camphor. So when I use it, I want to use it. Like, I want to have a beautiful shower. I feel so refreshed after using this product in the shower, and you honestly don't need that much. So a little goes a really long way in terms of lathering. It doesn't excessively dry my skin out. Overall, I do think it's a pretty good product. Yes, heavily fragranced, but for me, that's important when it comes to the bath experience. And I don't mind paying the kind of price that they charge because it does last me a while. Like, this one lasted me around in June, like 2.5 months, and it's still going strong. So it will last me for majority of this month as well. So nearly 3 months, which is a price that I'm willing to pay for that kind of experience. Now, only you can decide whether anything is worth that price tag, but for me, this makes it worth it. Those were my beauty/body care empties for the past 2 months of May and June. So like I said, I had 8 empties, and I know that's not much, but I ended up having to start a lot of new skincare that I'm still working through, and it's just made me realize that talking through empties on a monthly basis might not be very feasible, given that I've just started a bunch of new products across my skincare routine. I would probably be coming here to update you either on a bi-monthly, like once in 2 months, or a quarterly basis. And I hope you still continue to find this video helpful. Please let me know your thoughts or in the comments below. If you like this video, like me, like the vibes of my channel, I would really love it if you would consider subscribing and spreading the word. It does wonders. Thank you so very much, and I hope you have a great day whenever you're watching this. I'll see you around. Bye! 너를 보고 싶어 꿈에 다시 와줘